I think so too. What about Russ? Russ has got to be gone, right?
I mean, what's backup? Who is he a backup?
Are you thrilled that Russell, like at the downfall of Russell Wilson? You've always hated him.
No, I didn't hate him. I just never thought he was as good as you guys all thought he was, and I was right.
He was.
I mean, guys wins. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl.
Nick Foles, greatest accident of all time, won a Super Bowl. Dan Marino didn't. End of argument about anybody who won a Super Bowl.
Wait, I mean, but let me ask you this: did Russell Wilson? Because Russell Wilson was like, he was described as a future Hall of Famer.
He's not a Hall of Famer.
Oh man! So he was like people.
Okay,
are like, I mean,
if he's a Hall of Famer, then Matt Ryan's a Hall of Famer.
But you cannot lump Russell Wilson in with Trent Dilfer and Nick Foles.
No,
I mean,
he's better than those guys. Oh, he's better than that. He's better than those guys. No doubt. I'm not saying he's those guys, but I'm talking about when you talk about winning a Super Bowl and how it defines the quarterback position. Because in that case, Marino, who's the greatest thrower of the football who's ever played, should always be critiqued for not winning a Super Bowl, which is absurd.
But my point was just that like Russ was on a Hall of Fame track and now might have like backed out of it, like backed out of being a Hall of Famer, which you almost never see. You know what I mean?
Well, when was the last really good year? And by the way, he had the number one scoring defense in the league the first 4 years he was in Seattle, which is, I think, the 50s Dynasty Browns, only team that ever did that.
He ruined the Seattle Dynasty. He's the reason he took down the Seattle Dynasty, him and Richard Sherman's beef.
But think about that, okay? So that's his greatest seasons. He had a couple good seasons after that. They got away from being a defensive run team, and then that was it. I mean, I think he had one season where you go, oh my God, those numbers are amazing. One, I think.
No MVP votes, as we've heard many times.
Yeah, I mean, he led the NFL in touchdown passes in 2017. He threw 40 touchdown passes.
That's the year.
In 2020. I mean, he's had several good seasons.
He's had how many good seasons? By NFL current quarterback standards.
At least 4.
Yeah.
And you could argue 5.
That's not a Hall of Famer.